நமோ ஆதிகாலத்திலே தில்லையத் திருமூலர் அழகுமலை ராமதேவர் அழகர்மலை ராமதேவா அனந்தசயன கும்பமுனியும் திருப்பதி கொங்கணவர் கமலமுனிவராரூர் கமலமுனியாரூர் சோதி அரங்க சட்டமுனிங்கருவை கரூர சுந்தரானந்தர் கூடல் சுந்தரானந்தா கூடல் சொல்லும் எட்டி குடியல் வான்மிகரோடு நாற்றாள் காசி நந்தி தேவா நாற்றாள் காசி நந்தி தேவா பாதி ஹரிசங்கரன் கோவில் பாம்பாட்டி பழனிமலை போகநாதர் பழனிமலை போகநாதர் பழனிமலை போகநாதர் திருப்பரங்குன்ற முதலமைச்சமுனி பதஞ்சலி ராமேஸ்வரம் பதஞ்சலி ராம ஈஸ்வரம் சேதி வைத்தீஸ்வரம் கோயில் தன்வந்தரி பொய்யூர் கோரக்கர் மாயுரங்குதம்பர் பொய்யூர் கோரக்கர் மாயுரங்குதம்பை திருவர்ணையோரடைக்காட சமாதி சேர்ந்தனர் மிகாக்கவே சமாதி சேர்ந்தனர் மிகாக்கவே அகத்தியர் கிரிய பாபாஜி பத்ரி சுர்ப சமாதி அடைந்தனர் உலகம் உயவே பத்ரி சுர்ப சமாதி அடைந்தனர் உலகம் உயவே.
And then after those 5 years, I went and became Yogiar's helper. Yogiar would come to Yuma, Arizona every 6 months from Tamil Nadu, and he would stay. And so off and on, pretty much from 89 on to 2000, was living in Tucson, so it was 3 hours away. So would drive there and see him a few times while he was there for the 6 months. And then I went to India in 2000, and then went back a few times after that. Let's see, what else can we tell you? In 2006, was with Yogiar in India, and then he in January, and then he passed away in July of that same year. And then at that point, I was living in Tennessee, and I moved back to New York, where I grew up, and became involved with the Kali Temple here in New York State, which is run by Mark and Kate, the older Sadhaks. So I guess my group would be sort of the third United States group that there was a group in the late 60s and early 70s that got initiated. Mark was one of those, the person running the Kali Temple, and the Muruga Temple as well, in closer to you in Richville. And then there was another group kind of in the mid 70s that was initiated in the States. And then there was kind of my group that came along in the early 80s. And then, I mean, there's been a lot of other people coming in and out, but that's my viewpoint on the history of Kriya Yoga. We're very excited to be coming to Toronto and teaching these techniques. Mange is coming from London, and she, as a matter of fact, probably right around this time, she's doing a lot of intensive sadhana as a prerequisite to teaching you. So she'll be doing that or starting that very soon. And that's been been a recent development that the teachers have to undergo intensive sadhana periods right before the initiation. So that's going to be happening now, and she's fantastic. She can light up the room with her smile, you know. So we're very fortunate to have her, and Raghupati is her husband. He's on the international board of Kriya Yoga, the Kriya Yoga International Port. So so we're very excited, and I know we only have a half hour, so I know you have questions too. Oh, I'll say that the one thing that my chant to open this was homage to the 18 Tamil Yoga Siddhas. Our tradition is Shiva Yoga Siddhantam, coming from Tamil Nadu, where Yogiar was from. He was a Chettinad in southern India, in Tamil Nadu, and that poem or chant is it's naming each of the citizen and the location where they achieve samadhi, mostly in Tamil Nadu. Um, due to the time, I can't. I could go on for hours, but there are some questions or no?
Yeah,
Oh, you
Eric, I
can.
think you're talking, but just if you can unmute and then ask your question.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
Oh, okay,
Uh, my question is what it entails. I'm not too sure with the initiation process.
okay. So there's two classes a day, and they start. There's a mandatory asana class,
Mm-hmm.
which will happen on a Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then there'll be classes on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Two classes per day, and typically the first class will be in Kriya Yoga. We have certain sadhana periods,
Okay.
and for instance, from uh, from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock is a sadhana period, 5 a.m. So that will be when the first class takes place. At
I'm
say
sorry.
at
I'm sorry. You
I'm
said
sorry.
5
So
p.m.?
yeah, the no 5 a.m.
5
The
a.m. Okay.
yeah, so the class that's the only with the exception of the first class, the other class there's two classes per day. Now
Okay.
the exact time that they happen uh, is typically adjusted to account for the people in the class. If everybody has to, if everyone, no one can make it until 5 o'clock on a given day, then those classes will start at 5 o'clock. So it's something that Mange will
Okay.
she'll adjust. But the first class will always be during the first sadhana period. Typically, it's about 5 in the morning.
Okay.
That would be on the Saturday.
Mhm.
And so there's two classes per day, and so there's a little bit of time in between, typically, uh, if you have questions or if you want to practice or things like that. So, for example, the class might be at 9 in the morning and go till 11, and then the second class would be something like 4 o'clock and go till 7 or something like that.
Approximately 3 hours.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Just as a comparison, my initiation took 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Because Yogiar, that's how he was doing it then. He would do one technique per day. So anyway, does that answer your question?
It does answer my question. So you said there's two classes per day. How many days? 3 days?
Yes, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
No.
So weekend.
Sorry, I'm sorry, that's wrong. The asana class is Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo, Eric. To give you a little bit more about that detailed information, it's available on our WhatsApp group. It's called Toronto 2026. If you open up that WhatsApp group, there's a posting in regards to this information posted by Dr. Raghupati. You know what? I'm just going to quickly share my screen and I'll show you where it is so that you'll have it on your fingertips. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for answering my question.
There's not much to there's a couple things that you'll be asked to bring, but nothing crazy, like maybe a notepad or some sesame oil or something like that.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Everyone's already written their mantra notebooks, right? Is that right?
I still got a way to go, a bit more to go.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's very important. You're right. Other questions?
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, sure. Anyone else? Anyone else? I can say that this is not an accident that you're at this place learning this yoga. So it's very very dear to my heart, and you are very fortunate. Any questions about Yogiar or yoga, anything like that?
Siddharth, go ahead, please.
I have some
No.
basic questions, like in terms of the yogas, asanas, right? We talk a lot about chakras and we also talk about activating the kundalini, right? So how both are related or it is different? Like how you differentiate or both are same thing? Like chakras and kundalini.
You mean that just the physical poses, no?
No, we have 7 chakras, right?
Yes. You're talking
And we-
about all of there's different aspects to Kriya Yoga, physical, vital, mental, spiritual, intellectual. Are you talking about the physical asanas or everything?
I'm talking about the spiritual one, like
Hmm.
Scott, you want
that
me to answer?
Yes, please.
Okay, so Yogiar taught us about the anatomy of the vital body. We
yeah.
have the 3 nadis,
Mhm.
Pingala and Sushumna. And when the Kundalini awakens, the prana Shakti comes up through the Sushumna and reaches its Shakti meeting Shiva at the top of the head. So this is our goal. And we're learning pranayama breathing techniques that will stimulate that awakening, and meditation that will help you deal with the changes that your body will go through when that happens. Yogiar talked about right now you're operating at about 1.5 voltage. Not very much electricity, but Babaji is millions of volts, and you're going to become millions of volts over many lifetimes. But you have to build your body, not only your physical body, but your vital body has to become much, much stronger. And the mental body has to be able to cope with those kind of changes. So meditation is going to give you a very stable state that you can function from. But ideally, what we're looking for is awakening the Kundalini. Now, the chakras are all flowers opening along the spine, and everyone is functioning at different levels based on how much those chakras are open. When the Sushumna lights up, all those chakras open fully. And so this is kind of the goal, and don't expect it to happen overnight. It's something you're going to work on for the rest of your life. But I feel you'll see some changes very soon, and gradually, bit by bit, it happens a little bit. It's very subtle, I'll say that. It's very subtle. You don't realize you've changed so much until you look back and realize, oh, I'm completely different than I was before. And I have powers I didn't have before, these kind of things. So, but it all comes from how much time and effort you put into it. Yogiar talked about the currency of Kriya Yoga is how much sadhana you do. You put in more and more effort and you get more and more return. And he also talked about our relationship with Babaji. It's one thing to do all the work yourself, but Babaji has so much more capacity than we have. So he said, if you take 1 step toward Babaji, he'll take 10 steps toward you. And just let Babaji do the work. All we need to do is have the devotion and surrender to the extent that we're willing to practice every day. And from that, you'll see tremendous changes. And like Scott mentioned, Yogiar talked about how fortunate we are to be able to even hear this training. To be able to learn this is not something everybody can get. And you had to have sort of qualified beforehand. Babaji's made it so that you can have this happen in your life. I felt that was the case with me. I mean, I got initiated when I was 17. I started yoga class when I was 15. I had to wait 1.5 years for the teacher to come and give the initiation. But I was initiated in 1976 in New York City. I was interested in yoga, but when I met Yogiar, yoga didn't matter anymore. I was interested in Yogiar. He was such a dynamic person. I knew if I stuck with him, I would do well, and so I did. So we miss him very much. Any questions on anything? I mean, that was an interesting question.
You mentioned awaken of the Kundalini. I heard maybe, I just want to get a bit of clarity on it. I heard some people talk about some things when the Kundalini awaken, you have to control it. So I do hope that we're going to get some training in that regard, because they say it can go both ways. You can see stuff that you didn't expect to see. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's true.
This is a lot
Yeah,
like when you go to the doctor. I'm sorry, did you want to talk, Scott?
yes, the siddhas discriminate, and Babaji is driving the bus,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no way that you are going to be exposed or push yourself too hard, because it took the siddhas thousands of years to develop these techniques, and it's not going to happen overnight, and there's no way you're going to uh, in other words, you'll get stopped before you go too far. I think that's kind of the point of your question.
Yes, yes, yeah. So people on the
And
internet,
there's plenty of stumbles and all these things, but in the end, you'll just keep learning if you keep at it. But there's nothing in my experience that has ever led me astray or pushed me too far or anything like that.
okay, good to hear. Thank you so much.
This is a little bit like when you go to the doctor, they give you some medicine to get you better. If you take the whole bottle of medicine in one sitting, you're going to die, right? So
Yes,
it's the
yeah.
same thing here, where you're going to be given
Overdose.
a prescription. The prescription is you do your practice twice a day,
Yes,
and you don't overdo it, and then you'll be fine.
right. It's designed to be practiced, and it's the focus of really the focus of it's what makes us different, is that this is all designed to be done at home, by anyone, by a householder or anyone. It doesn't matter. And by the biggest sinner, the biggest criminal could become the biggest Kriyoga sadhak that there is. It doesn't matter. It's just
Okay,
it's designed to slowly work on at your pace what you can handle.
I see. That's good to hear.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
If I can just jump in. Eric, not to worry. You've seen only the tip of the iceberg. Only 2 students of Yogiar so far. So you'll get an opportunity to meet more students, and to help you. And also, what I've heard is Charles and Scott is on call 24 hours. So no worry. Just give them a call anytime. All right?
That's good to know.
Same as Scott. Always. And also,
Who else is available as Babaji? You develop a relationship with our master, and like I said, he'll do all the work for you. You just have to surrender and be open to that connection with God.
Okay, thank you guys so much.
Was there another question?
So during the initiation, is it just like the techniques you're gonna taught us? But I had certain belief that some power transformation happens from the gurus to the devotees. I don't know if that's true or not.
We're not going to do any of that.
Okay,
You want to tell us about it?
okay. Got
Yes,
it.
of course that's true. We get nowhere without grace. Nothing will happen. So, but that is between you and the master. So, we're just Yogiar would say we're a speck of dust on the master's feet. So that's between you and Babaji. But if you practice Kriya Yoga, then that will come.
Om Kriya Babaji Namam. Subhangi, go ahead, please.
Right. Oh my goodness, it's so nice to see you.
Everyone. Priya Babaji
Ang
Namo.
Priya Babaji Namo.
Wow.
Thank you so much for this Zoom class before the actual session, which is happening. Just to quickly, what I heard from the conversation is not to overdo the practice. So I guess within those 4 days, we will also learn the proper, I guess, the proper duration or, of course, the techniques, right? But
Cool.
with the conversation, from Charles and Scott, I understand not to overdo it. So is there any like limitation per day? We should only do it?
No, I mean it's designed. The way it'll be taught to you is the way it was designed to work. It was that's the way it was designed thousands of years ago. Um, so it hasn't changed. The one thing that I'm not sure if I'm getting to your question, but the one thing the 4 days is an enormous amount of information
Mm-hmm.
to learn. So, for instance, it's a good idea to stop all social media the week before,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, to prepare your mind to absorb all the information. Um, but the techniques themselves will take a lifetime
To
um,
master, I
to
guess.
master. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're designed in a way that anyone can practice them. It's not something that you have to keep an eye on yourself or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that will that it's designed to take. I mean, it'll take a long time. It's
Yeah.
designed that way. So um, I don't think like there's nothing that's going to be like too much. And also there's nothing that's going to um, yeah, there's nothing that's going to come too fast or anything like that. If anything, the information in the class will come too fast. So that's something that, like I was saying, you can stopping all social media and getting your mind in a place where you can absorb all the information is important. Asking questions, things like that, or it's very important to do stuff like that during the initiation. Um, but it's very scientific, so it's not something that it's totally proven. You know, there's no doubt at all um, of how to practice it or how often or any of that stuff. I mean, it's all pretty much spelled out.
Thank you so much. Looking
We
forward.
use about
Yes, my
25
goodness.
minutes in the morning and 25 minutes in the evening to do the minimal amount. And
Mhm.
you'll get all the information about what the requirements are, what the restrictions are. But
I
it's
mean,
not free. It's all very clear by the time we finish the training.
yeah, I mean, you can take it as far as you want. I mean, this is what Babaji did. Babaji took it to the ultimate and
Yeah.
became immortal. I mean, it's limitless as far as how far you can take it. But as far as starting it and getting started and getting a routine, um, it's pretty well laid out for you.
Mhm.
So
Thank
wait,
you.
so I'm just curious, Shubhengi, you were supposed to come to the Kali Temple, no?
Yes, yeah. It didn't happen.
Fantastic. Great, great,
Yeah.
great.
But I eventually I do. Yes. I want to visit Kali Temple too.
You see, you didn't give up.
No, no, no.
That's great. Any other questions? Questions are great.
Yeah, we have
Well,
thought what we'll ask in the initiation class. You know, we have a lot of questions. I personally, I have a lot of questions, but we get, clarified in the initiation class.
Yes. Yogiar Yogiar used to answer our questions before we asked them. It was very intense. But did you have a question or no? I'm sorry.
No, I had the last question is what would be the primary goal of this yoga, Kriya Yoga? I got that answer. Okay, that was my follow-up question. But like, I know it is a bit difficult to go through all the activation of things, but it is achievable. I know that, right? Let's say someone intend to achieve every chakra activation, they can do it. But is it different? Like, let's say you activated all the chakras with your practice, intense practice, following the techniques and everything. Is that activation and the self realization is the both are same thing, or the self realization is different thing and the activation of chakras is a different thing?
No, the techniques are designed to activate chakras.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of time and how sincere you are in but the techniques themselves are really all you need to activate the chakras. It just may take time and practice.
I think of them as being separate. The chakras, kind of opening the chakras, kind of builds your potential. You can do so much more and still not know who you are, right? Still be confused, and you're in the person in the world completely lost with lots of potential. You can also have complete realization and not have any potential. I'm not really sure. I mean, we're not as advanced as Yogiar was on these levels, but he emphasized the realization more than I mean, opening the chakras is something we all want to do, and he emphasized using the asanas to do that, but also the pranayama. All of these things come together. If you think about a mountain, right? At the bottom of the mountain, everybody's very far apart, but when they reach the top, they're all standing right together. And all of these techniques bring you to the top where everything happens all at once. You have the self-realization, you have the chakras opening, you merge with God. These things happen. So
Okay, that's all from.
not to us in this lifetime, but in some lifetime.
Thank you.
So,
Om Kriya Namo. Madhura, go ahead, please.
Yes.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo. I have a question. My son, he's 8 years old. He can join the season?
Can he read and write?
Yes, he can do it.
Can he write Om Kriya Babaji Namo 5,001 times?
Oh no. He trying. He did only 2 pages though.
Yes, I'm not sure what the verdict is on that. I know Yogiar hasn't initiated people as young as that. But Scott, do you know who to talk to about that sort of thing?
I can follow up with Raghupati on that.
I think maybe the thing to do would be to just wait a few years. It'll be more beneficial when he's a little more mature.
Okay. Okay. Thank you though. Thank you so much.
I mean, we talk about the information being clear, but it's still complicated, and there's a lot of it. So I think waiting a few years might be beneficial.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Eric?
yes. I think I have another question. So with the process, when we finish the process, there were going to be like follow up to share our experiences and stuff like that.
Yes, there's something that's called there's a class that will be just for initiated sadhaks. And at those classes, you'll discuss any questions you have about the techniques. And typically, they're held in such a way where you'll ask a question and someone else will answer it based on what they believe the answer is. So,
Okay.
but that's typical, and I'm almost positive that Chantu Kumar is planning on having these. And as a matter of fact, we may have one before we leave. Sure, and then we're always available too, like Chantu Kumar was saying. So there's one person we haven't heard from, and I'm just curious who it
Om
is.
Kriya Namo. Jordan, go ahead, please.
Babaji Namo. No, it's just really nice to see everyone, and yeah, looking forward to seeing everyone in person at the initiation in Toronto. And my experience when I got initiated, it was amazing. So I know it will be amazing for all you guys. It's just an honor to be able to be a part of this group, and working and practicing, and yeah, just meeting, especially obviously the students, Charles, Scott, Mark, Kate, Satyananda, and all the other students of Yogiar. Was like, it was so powerful, and yeah, just beautiful experience. So you guys are definitely gonna be happy about this. And for me, it was like a life-changing situation. So I was already involved with holistic, practicing the asanas, and Shantakumar, working, teaching about the asanas and basic meditation and pranayama. As you guys know, you guys have all been to the center. So this just takes you to the next step, and you'll see how, like, because it was, for me, I think it was about 8 or 9 years before I got initiated. I think some of you have been a few years now, so it's like a culmination of all that you've been practicing, and getting the deeper initiation, deeper practices to take it even further. So thank you guys for the time tonight, and I appreciate being a part of it.
Okay. Well, then
No,
we'll cut.
yeah.
Yes.
No,
Sorry,
I think
please.
No, I just want to say thank you so much for this information before the sessions. And I'm really looking forward to, and I guess everything, the procedure, everything will be shared during the 4 days. Like, because I feel like in this Kriya Yoga is initiated from a guru to you always, right?
Mhm.
So even we can't pass it on to our family members once we learn it. I guess that's how we want to keep it. So I guess everything will be shared within 4 days. So how we have to keep it to ourselves, and uh, only a guru can pass it on, I guess.
Yes,
Yes.
there will be more opportunities for family members to get the same initiation you're getting
Yeah.
at your date. We learned from Yogi Ramaya, but you're going to be learning from his students. But we're not the guru; we're his students, and we're all going to be looking at Babaji as our guru, because he's our Sadguru, and he's the ultimate guardian over us. So, not to worry.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What do you think? Should we call the meeting to a close? Om Kriya Bhava.
Don't pray about it.